What up, fam? Welcome back to the Palace channel. I'm AB, and today we're in Dublin, Ireland. About to do a small cafe tour, not as extensive as the one I did for Los Angeles and Vancouver. And we'll squeeze in a fish and chips place and maybe stop by for a pint somewhere as well. First location we're headed to is Brew Lab Specialty Coffee. Just finished up at Brew Lab. You can tell these guys are passionate about what they do because the barista told us like step by step what the process was like, told us about why they selected the beans that they do, the method in which to extract the most depthness out of each bean. Yeah, the one that I had was this Ethiopian blend. It had tastes of melon, strawberry, lychee, bubblegum. Very unique, and he was telling me that it's out of a roastery in Dubai called Archers. I should be headed to Dubai actually next month, so I may do a stop at the roastery to see what that whole process is like, because it's a quite unique blend of flavors. And then someone next to me had the Colombian blend, and they used a cold steel ball, and the beans were kept in a capsule in somewhat of like a freezer-like climate to maintain the freshness of the beans. He let me taste it as well, but the taste was phenomenal, honestly, for both beans. For both bean selection, the taste was like exactly what you would expect. Anyways, now I have to switch plans a bit because one of the places I wanted to go to, Cloud Picker, is actually closed today, sadly, because it was Sunday, and you can hear the church bells in the distance. So we're headed to Proper at the moment because Proper closes soon, and that's one place that I actually wanted to see badly. So we'll do that, and actually because we're close to one of the places that I eat fish and chips at, we'll do a stop there as well because I'm also on an empty stomach. With a flat white here. This is a new space that they opened up back in June. They used to be at the old place, which was about 2 minutes away from here. But this new cafe is spacious. The green accents are quite on brand. Here they have some award-winning baristas, and the setup is quite minimal. Now once I'm done, I think I'm gonna head and go eat some fish and chips because it's close by. and then we'll squeeze in one additional cafe. Because today is a Sunday, a lot of the places closed early, so the plan that I had and the places that I wanted to see, I couldn't do that. I'm only here for 24 hours anyways, so there's only so much I can squeeze. Finished up a proper cafe, now headed to eat some fish and chips at a place close by called Fish Shop. They have a special of the day, which is hake, and it's one of the best fish and chips place. There's common ones that people eat up, but this one is not as well known, but executes the fish and chips the best. So I had a quick bite to eat. And now we're headed to Café, the last cafe of the day, and one more that's close by. And then once we're done, we'll go for a pint of Guinness. Because if you've never been to Dublin, the Guinness in Dublin is so creamy. Unlike the North American one, it's actually like so smooth, so tasty, and it doesn't bloat you as much. We're headed to Darkey Kelly's. That's the name? Darkey Kelly? Darkey Kelly?
Yeah.
Darkey Kelly. A witch's place. With the boy Anthony. So this woman...
She was burned at the stake in 1761.
She was burned at the stake in 1761. And this woman who owned a brothel, and she was a witch. Yeah?
A serial killer.
She's a serial killer. So she used to sleep with men and then assassinate them. She was like a praying mantis. She would sleep with them and detach their head. What a shame. That's mental, bro. And people celebrate that. They're like, yeah, Darkey.
Yeah.
So this place is like a bar, and they sell, I guess there's like a menu as well.
Yeah.
And they do, oh, the Guinness stew that you told me about. Yeah, so there's a Guinness stew supposedly. It's like a soup made of Guinness. As a broth, I assume. They love their Guinness here in Dublin, bro. All right, guys, quick recap. So today was a condensed day because it was a Sunday and there was a lot of places that were closed down unexpectedly because of weekend hours. I wanted to go to a couple places that were closed down, sadly. But we went to 3 cafes in total. We went to Brew Lab. Brew Lab was phenomenal. They took their time to do the pour over. And the Ethiopian blend that I chose tasted phenomenal. I had a wonderful discussion with the gentleman next to me about the Colombian bean that he had chose, and then we just discussed coffee. And then I made my way to Proper Café. Proper Café was probably the nicest one aesthetically as a whole, but the flat white at Proper Café was like one of the best ones that I had. Then I made my way to Fish Shop. Fish Shop was delicious as usual. And then we made our way to Café. Now Café, to be honest with you, I don't recommend Café. There is a place that's close by next to Café that's called, I think, Mind Your Step. I would recommend that one, because that one I think also has a menu with a charcuterie board and some wine selections, and it's just the whole, I like the whole ambiance. I don't like Café too much. I don't see the appeal about Café, so I wouldn't recommend that to you. I only went there because Cloud Picker was closed, and Cloud Picker was one of the places that I wanted to show you. So if you're ever in Dublin, I would say add Cloud Picker as opposed to Café. to your itinerary. So then we went to some alleyway pub where we had some Guinness, and then we made our way to Darkey. A condensed 24 hours. There's only so much that I could do within that time, and I'm exhausted. I've had a total of maybe 10 to 12 hours of sleep in the past like 4 or 5 days. So I'm gonna wind down now and go to bed. And as always, I appreciate you for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you're still watching, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.